Hey guys, it's Gameface here, and welcome back to episode 76 of my Manchester City career mode. Now in today's episode, got a game against Everton to play to kick off today's episode in the league. After that, got a game against Leicester as well. In a few days' time, a little bit of a break there, luckily for us to be able to get the team fully recovered for that league game. Then followed by another match against Villarreal. That's in the quarterfinals though of the Champions League, so starting to get a little bit further through that competition now, which is obviously great because we need to try and get ourselves hopefully into the final so we can win the competition. A few days later, a game against Swansea. You could finish off the episode with that one. It really depends how we get on in the opening 3 games as to whether we have enough time, basically. Usually I would have sim that game, but we can't afford to sim any games now. We have to have all those league games in our control to go out there and win, because we are currently 8 points behind first, 1 point behind second though, so there's a little bit of a possibility that we could overtake Liverpool in today's episode, depending on their results, of course. But before we get into today's episode though, if we could try and hit 100 likes, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel, or if you haven't decided to subscribe yet, please go ahead, hit that subscribe as well down below, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. Really appreciate all the support on the channel as well. Over 2 million total views now on the channel as well, which is absolutely fantastic, so thank you all so much for that. Let's crack on with the opening game then. This is the side I've gone with. Donnarumma starts in goal, Cancelo, Stones, Tara and Rose in defence, Alaba, Saul and Silva in midfield, Raheem Sterling, Yuri, Sané and Caprazuz starting as the front 3. This is the bench I've gone with. Gomez, Ferreira, Gundogan, Moreno, De Bruyne, Ferreira and Belotti all on there. So some big names on there, of course, with Belotti being one of the players that hasn't really featured that much recently, because obviously Caprazuz is my preferred striker, but he's on there as an option for us off the bench. Let's see how we get on, hopefully get ourselves a win here against Everton, which might help us overtake their rivals Liverpool. Okay, let's go for this match here at Goodison Park against Everton. Can we get ourselves a victory here? Need the 3 points, and gotta make sure that we perform well in this match as well. Gotta make sure that we get ourselves continuing our fairly decent form. I say fairly decent, like the last couple of games I think we might have won now in the league. But of course we've got to win many more than that to be able to win the league title. Chance for Everton here. Ross Barkley, great block. Ross Barkley again, good save. Finish it off. They're winning the game 1-0. Not a good start to the game. In the opening few minutes, they put themselves into the lead. 6 minutes in, not a good way to go and concede a goal here. So early on as well. Always on the edge with that chance. Stones blocks, then saved, and you're not going to stop the third attempt. It's 1-0. Not a good start at all. The first attack, obviously the first shot as well, as you'd expect at this stage of the game. And they're winning the game. Not a good start at all. Saul into Silva now. Alaba going to play it off to Rose. Got a feeling it's going to be one of those sort of long range sort of matches where you have to just sort of shoot from the edge of the box, because right now we're struggling to break them down. Cancelo though on the overlap, looking into the box, falls to Sterling. Oh my days, how has it found its way through? It has though, and it's being called offside. Wow, it's not even Raheem Sterling, it's that Danny Rose that got himself into the box. No idea what's going on there, to be totally honest. Didn't think it was offside at all. Oh, you're not saying that that's supposed to be to Danny Rose, are you? That is outrageous. Let's have a look at the replay. Danny Rose was in the box, never touched him, never got anywhere near to him. You're telling me that they've given that offside? The pass here, yes, of course Danny Rose is offside when you look at the pass there. But does it go to Danny Rose? No, it falls to Raheem Sterling, who turns and shoots and scores. Worst decision you'll ever see in your entire life, and it's purely because that pass was supposed to find Danny Rose, apparently. Should be 1-1, being completely done by the referee there. Terrible, terrible decision by the officials, and it should be 1-1 20 minutes in. No, wow. Could have been 2-0. Everton was such a good chance there to double our lead. Unbelievable. That's the first opportunity that they've had since the goal. If they'd scored that, that would have been really frustrating. Because every time the opposition attacks, and I've said it recently in episodes as well, it might be in last episode, but every time the opposition attacks, they always look like they're going to score. It's not always the same with us. We have at times looks like we're going to score, but not always. Well played, Alaba. Bernardo Silva now has a chance. Got to keep going with it. Looking for Alaba. Alaba's still going. Onto Leroy Sané maybe. Sané into Saul. Now into Bernardo Silva to shoot. Oh, saved. Sané's going to get there. Actually, another chance for Silva, who equalises. What a finish that is. Brings it down brilliantly and smashes it home past the keeper on the stroke of half-time. It's 1-1. Got ourselves on level terms just before we go into the break. Fully deserved as well. I've had enough chances now to score them. Bombarded them with shots here in this attack. Sané kept it in, and Silva brings it down, smashes it home as well. Fantastic finish, 1-1. Half-time, 1-1, as you'd expect, given the fact that we got ourselves a goal not so long back. You can see possession-wise, Everton well in front here, 60% possession, but shots have actually had more ourselves, and probably quite rightly as well. I pretty much recognised that in game. It was quite obvious that we had a few more opportunities than them. I actually thought maybe the shots would have been a little bit higher, to be honest, but not quite yet. yet. 4 shots, 4 on target so far. Let's crack on with the second half, see how we get on. Got to try and get ourselves another goal. Obviously, we're pushing for the win. As I've said at the start of this game, we have to win this match. And I reckon that we do have enough quality on the pitch to do that. Bernardo Silva to Cancelo. Cancelo now looking inside. Bernardo Silva, great opportunity. Go on, Silva, finish this. Sané's going to join him. Is it offside? No, it's not. It's 2-1. Leroy Sané scores. I didn't quite manage to see whether it was going to be offside or not when we went with the shot there with Silva. We've got ourselves in front here, and it's about 30 minutes left of this game. Bernardo Silva with the shot, and no, Sané's well onside with that. You can just put it into an empty net. 2-1. Bernardo Silva again heavily involved in that attack, but Sané's the one that finishes off. 10 goals for him so far in the league. We've got ourselves 2-0. Okay, all 3 changes now. About 15 minutes left. Moreno, Gundogan, and Belotti all to go. We'll take off Alaba, Sterling, and Gabriel Jesus. Give those guys a rest. Hopefully they're therefore available for the game against Leicester in a few days' time. Let's see how we get on though in the final 15 minutes. Of course, this game is not over at all. Everton will undoubtedly start to push more players forward and probably put us under a bit of pressure later on. Well played. On to Raheem Sterling. Come on, Sterling, let's run at the defence a little bit more. Sterling, look for that pass through to Sané. He's overloaded them on the left-hand side. Sané now to shoot. Go on. Yes, he scores. That's the 3 points for us. 3-1. Leroy Sané gets his second of the game and puts us 3-1 up here with 11 minutes left. The game is well and truly over now. We needed that 2-goal advantage. We've got it as well through Leroy Sané, and that means we've got ourselves the win here in this game. Great little pass there outside of the foot. I think Raheem Sterling with the pass, Sané with the finish. And just couldn't handle us overloading him on that left-hand side. Great strike from him as well. Just inside the box. No stopping that. 3-1. That's it. 3-1 victory. Really happy with that. Got ourselves the 3 points, of course, which we desperately needed to try and keep doing in the league. And a really happy performance as well. Good level performance. Of course, going down 1-0 was always going to be tricky so early on in the game, but we came back and did really, really well to get those 3 goals. 7 shots, 7 on target. Really good performance. Happy with that. And Everton didn't have a single shot in that second half as well, which kind of shows you our dominance. And even at 2-1, they weren't really throwing that many players forwards, which was a little bit surprising. They didn't really seem to be pushing for the equaliser, and they consequently had no shots in that second half. Really happy with that, so let's see what it does to the league table, if anything. For now, it puts us just in front of Liverpool. They have a game in hand, though, so of course doesn't really tell us too much. Let's go with some player development and wait until Liverpool have actually played that game that they have in hand. Should be over the next couple of days, you would have thought. So let's see how we get on this week. Ribeiro going up to 82 overall, that's great news. Need to start to try and get him going up a little bit quicker. He's been quite slow to go up in overall, to be honest, recently. But certainly that will help him and definitely help get him in the team a little bit more often. Okay, so you can see that Liverpool have overtaken us again. They won their game, so that means they are still 1 point in front of us. Chelsea's still 8 points in front of us. No changes, sadly, to the league table in terms of how close we're getting to them. So yeah, 8 games to go. Got to try and get ourselves all 24 points here. It's as simple as that. Got to make sure that we get ourselves on 85 points, which I think should be enough to win the league title, to be honest. Chelsea, I'm hoping, have got some tough games coming up so they can drop some points. Luckily for us, we've got 2 games against Liverpool and Chelsea to play as virtually some of the last games, in fact. The penultimate game is against Chelsea, the one before that's against Liverpool. So 2 away matches for us to play against the 2 teams in front of us will certainly help our cause in overtaking them. Not saying that it will allow us to overtake them, obviously there's still going to be a few points in front of us, Chelsea in particular, but yeah, it should be a very interesting end to the season. Let's crack on with this game against Leicester now, and we are going to change around the team, I think, a little bit. Okay, so yeah, a few changes here. Of course, we've got a game against Villarreal in the Champions League, which we have to think about. We want to still win this game, though, so I have kept it fairly strong. Donnarumma starts in goal, Kyle Walker, Stones, Van Gaal, and Ferreira in defence. In front of that, we've got Kevin De Bruyne, Gundogan, and Asensio midfield, Sterling, Ribeiro, and Belotti as our 3 front men. So, considering that's a change team, that's a pretty good side. Kevin De Bruyne now part of that change team, which reluctantly that's happening, but I have to go based on performances, and we're really limited in that midfield position, with Alaba obviously joining us and playing there. So, Kevin De Bruyne will still get plenty of game time, but yeah, he is now technically, I suppose, part of our second tier team, which, based on overall, is not great. And based on in-game performance isn't great either, because he's a good player. Just, obviously, I have better good players in that position. Let's crack on with this game, though. Again, I'm going to go with the alternative kits, just to make sure there's no clash at all. And let's crack on with the game. Hopefully get ourselves 3 points again. Okay then, let's go. Tough match, big game against Leicester City. All of them are going to be big from now until the end of the season. The final 8 games are so important to us. And with this changed team, of course, it may be a little bit risky. Ribeiro coming in, not being necessarily known for his particularly good performances in game, but maybe a chance for him to show that in this match. Let's see how we get on. It's going to be a tough game against Leicester City. I'm expecting a lot from them. Just got to hope that we are as good as we have been in the last few league games. Sterling running across the face of their defence. Now into Ribeiro. Great chance for him to turn and shoot. Wide. I will, however, add, if that was Leroy Sané, I think that could have been a goal. Unfortunate with that, his finishing is actually very, very high. I'm pretty sure his finishing's high anyway. But yeah, disappointing strike on his favoured left-hand side there for Ribeiro. I was hoping for at least on target, not going to lie, but yeah, still got plenty of time to try and improve. Yeah, his finishing's 84, so probably should have done a little bit better. Well played, onto Sterling. Belotti now got to try and get himself into the box. Hasn't managed to do that. Asensio will. Oh, heads wide. So close to the target there. Might have even skimmed the post. Really, really close with that header. Should have been maybe just directed a little bit better, but it was obviously not what he's specialising in, heading in particular. But yeah, really good chance for him. Still looking to go on the attack though. Needed some width here. We've got it through Belotti. Has to be a goal. It is. Belotti's finished it off 1-0. Fully deserved as well. A few really good chances in the last few minutes. 24 minutes in. Got ourselves in front with Belotti. Great run from him. Someone had to give us a bit of width. He decided to do that. Allowed us to overload them on the right hand side and play him through 1-0. Really good start to the game. Belotti actually doing very well here to keep hold of the ball. Belotti, great strength shown by him. Kevin De Bruyne into Asensio. Asensio out to Raheem Sterling. Now to Kyle Walker, who's made his way forward and shoots. Sadly gets blocked, and a chance for a Leicester City counter-attack here. Sterling running back frantically to try and help out. Still in the attack, they've got 4 forward. We should be able to deal with it here through Mangala. And he certainly did. Half-time, winning the game 1-0. Obviously in a great position right now. Deservedly in the lead as well, by the way. But looking to obviously add to that scoreline. Give us a bit more of a comfortable victory and a comfortable lead over Leicester City. So hopefully we can do that in the second half. Let's wait and see. No changes right now. Belotti out wide to Kyle Walker. Looking for a cross into the middle. Go on. Oh, Raheem Sterling with a scissor kick there. Or a bicycle kick, whatever you want to call it. But it just goes over the bar. Couldn't quite connect with it properly. Was it on his left foot? Yeah, it was always going to be tricky to do that. But threw himself at it. Fair play in the opening couple of minutes of the second half. Ball through now. Belotti. Great chance. Ah, so close. Ball gets kicked at him and goes out for a goal kick. Okay, all 3 changes now. About 35 minutes left of this game. We've got Delph, Gomez and Ferreira all coming on. So a few different sort of changes. Despite only being 1-0 up, we are going to change the centre-backs around as well. Stone's hopefully going to be rested for the game against Villarreal. And we'll also take off Kevin De Bruyne and Raheem Sterling, 2 of the key players in our side, of course. With Kevin De Bruyne maybe getting involved in that game against Villarreal. Ferreira's going to come on the right-hand side, and Gomez at centre-back, Delph also coming into the team as well. So a few little bit of different changes there. We're only 10 minutes into the second half, so not actually that far in. But I would like to just freshen up the team a little bit and also give other players an opportunity to have a bit of game time. Oh, what a pass to Fabian Delph that is. Delph now going to have to wait and hold this up. Look for another runner, and that's not good. Oh, ball through here to Belotti. Not too many Leicester City players back. 15 minutes left. Does Belotti have the pace? Still going. Belotti saved by Schmeichel. Should do a little bit better, I think, there. Ribeiro looking for a ball back in, but plays it straight to the Leicester City player. And a chance now for them to attack. Not too much longer left. We've won it back again. Now, again into Belotti. What's his shot like this time? Off the post. So close. Need another few inches to the left. That might be a goal. Oh, Mangala loses it cheaply. Now a Leicester City attack. Musa looking to get into the box. Great save. Ah! Mangala gives away so easily there. That's terrible. Watch it back on the replay, because that is obviously not supposed to happen. Mangala just in possession. Really heavy touch. Doesn't let me play it here. Doesn't let me play it here. Doesn't let me play it here. And then gives it away. Don't know why that happens. But it allows them to go on and score the equaliser. 9 minutes left. Going to drop some points at this rate. Not too much longer left. All because it just didn't let me pass it from Mangala's feet. Really frustrating, but don't know why that's happened. No, we don't have a chance of winning this game anymore, sadly. 5 minutes left, unless Leicester City are going to throw everyone forward, which they've done. Might allow us to counter-attack by doing that. But that's the only way we're going to win this game now, because, yeah, we've really dropped off, and the formation we're playing isn't working now with the amount of Leicester City players that are being thrown forward. Frustrating, but, yeah, very much a case of being let down a little by the game there. Mangala obviously not passing it quick enough. Chance for a counter-attack. Belotti with a small chance for even him. He's got very little pace left. Going to play it through and nothing. Absolutely nothing. Sensio's won it back. Anybody going to try and play this through to Belotti? We've done it! Belotti, I think, injured himself, but we've done it. I don't know what he's done to do it, but it's 2-1. So lucky. 93rd minute. How has this happened? We had nothing left in the tank at all. The formation wasn't working. Leicester City throwing loads of players forward. We weren't going to get an attack. We somehow got one though from that corner. Very lucky. Asensio wins it back. Belotti, don't know where he injures himself. Does he do it shooting? Maybe? I don't know, but he's done it somehow. And he's made it 2-1 anyway. Second goal of the game. Oh my days, got ourselves the 3 points. 6 goals for Belotti so far this season. And I'm very happy with that, to say the least. Whew. Blow your whistle now, ref. Ribeiro with a great challenge. Meaty challenge from him. He's going to get himself a yellow card. Probably the only real contribution he's had to the game. Got to try and clear this one now straight away. Mangala's up there. Go on, clear this. Clear it. Got to be. Come on. Yes, 3 points for us. A 2-1 victory And that's another 3 points to add to the tally. Exactly what we had to do to change team, heavily changed team as well in some parts. And got ourselves the 3 points just about. Obviously, if we'd drawn that game, would have been completely undeserved. Look at those stats. 12 shots, 7 on target, only 1 shot on target for Leicester, and they scored with that. So, yeah, very happy with that. Liverpool lost as well, which helps us out massively. Of course, Man United beating them allows us to leapfrog Liverpool. Chelsea winning their game, unfortunately, but fantastic for us to now move into second. On some play drills now. These are the 5 players that we're going to go with, the 5 drills that we'll go with. We've changed it around a little bit. Neves comes in, as well as Nerig. I think Pereira changed one of his drills as well to advance free kicks. Just try and get his long shots up a little bit. That's the aim of that. But of course, I'm not after him being a free kick specialist or anything. It's purely just about the long shots. He goes up to 72 overall this week as well, which is great news. Not really relevant to the fact that he changed the drill that he's doing, but he did actually get an A grade in that, so good week for him, and that's the only change this week. Okay, this is the side that we're going to go with for this game against Villarreal. Donnarumma starts in goal, Cancelo, Stones, Town, Rose in defence, Saul, Alaba and Silva in midfield, Sterling, Salah and Gabriel Jesus starting as our front 3. Not too dissimilar to, I think, the team that we played in the first game, if not exactly the same to that team. This is the bench that I've gone with. Gomez, Nerig, De Bruyne, Delph, Moreno, Neves and Pereira. Neves is on there for basically so we can reach our youth target, which is essentially to play a youth player in 10 games, I think, either as a sub or starting, basically, in the same season that you signed them. So that's why we're bringing in Neves. I can't remember who else came in this season. I can remember that we've signed Neves pretty recently, so he's going to come off the bench at some point probably in this game, even if it's for the last couple of minutes, to just basically, over the next 10 games, try and reach that target before the end of the season. We should hopefully have enough time to be able to do that. I think we're in enough competitions and have enough games left to do it. You just have to remember to have him on the bench in every game. But anyway, let's crack on with this game against Villarreal. It's a home leg, so of course if we concede any goals, that will go towards their away goal tally and go against us. So got to make sure we keep ourselves clean sheet ideally here and make sure that we get ourselves some goals as well. Okay, then let's go for this match against Villarreal. Excited for this one actually. It's been a little while, or it feels like it's been a little while since we've been in the Champions League. It probably hasn't. It's probably last episode or maybe the one before that. But it's nice to get back in the competition and hopefully get ourselves into the next round. Of course, we've got to make sure we make things a little bit easier for ourselves in this leg, because obviously it's a 2-leg game, so we've got to make sure we can get ourselves a few goals in this one like we did in the last round, and that'll obviously help us going into the second leg. Sterling into Leroy Sané. Sané going to turn and shoot. What a save from the keeper. Goes out for a corner. Really good strike from Leroy Sané as well. Good start to this game. Silva looking for a good delivery in. Tar's in there. Oh, should do better. I've got a feeling he should get to that one in front of the defender, and it's going out for a goal kick. He did get to it, but obviously didn't direct it towards goal properly. Well played, Sterling. Great run, showing loads of pace. Can he get the finish right now as well? Off the bar. Oh, too much power in the end. Just didn't quite have the power. Didn't even quite find the place I was after it to go, to be honest. But so close, a little bit less power, and it probably would have gone in. Really good opportunity. Great run from him. Great show of pace to get inside the fullback. Gabriel Jesus now to Leroy Sané. It's all come from a mistake. Sané to shoot. Oh, no. Should be a goal. Should be a goal. I was bigging him up in the last game as well, saying that he would have finished that chance that Ribeiro has. I think he should do better there as well. So close. Both our wingers having good chances here. Neither of them being able to take them 32 minutes in. Go on, Donnarumma. Start to counter-attack. Fantastic pass to Sané. Gabriel Jesus got to try and get involved a little bit more. It's been a lot out wide so far, and I kind of feel a little bit sorry for him. Hasn't been involved too much, but now a chance. Leroy Sané across to Sterling. The pass was probably one of the worst passes you want in that situation. Absolutely dreadful. Sané just allowed for that attack to completely end there. Really frustrating. Should do so much better. Should be such a simple opportunity to finish. Sané making a big mistake with that pass. Chance there for Villarreal. Wow, blasted over the bar. I just realised I think they've got Coutinho in the team. I've just forgot about that deal. I forgot that they signed him. Obviously, we had an opportunity to potentially do that ourselves, and basically just left it too long. Wasn't really that interested. Didn't seem having a position in our team, to be honest. Except if we were to get rid of Neymar. But yeah, forgot about him going to Villarreal. Anyway, that's it for the first half. Still 0-0 somehow. Don't really know how we've managed that. So we have had some good opportunities. Hit the bar, of course, as well. Should be in front by now, but hasn't quite happened. Got to make sure that we keep the clean sheet. Got to try and find... I'd like to get 2 goals, really, in this game. Got to try and find those in the second half. Go on, Gabriel Jesus. Going to play it back here to Saul. Saul to shoot. Oh, I thought he'd found the corner. So close. Great start, though. Silva, go on. Oh, we needed a goal like that. What a strike from Bernardo Silva. smashes it into the top right-hand corner with his left foot. What a hit that is. Makes it 1-0, exactly what we had to do, because it felt like we were struggling to, when we got in front of the goal and when we had opportunities that were fairly clear-cut, it seemed like we were struggling to finish them off. We needed one of those to fly in, and it has done for us. 55 minutes into this game. Good bit of build-up play. We're lucky that Villarreal give us a little bit of a chance here to take the shot. Not much of a window though, but we take it, and it's a fantastic finish. 1-0, fully deserved I think as well, based on the chances that we had in the first half. Okay, 23 minutes to go. We're going to make all 3 changes. We're only 1-0 up here, so it's a bit risky to make these sort of changes, but we're going to rest some players anyway. Pereira, Neves and Delph all to come on. We'll take off Alaba, Sané and Gabriel, all very important of course to our team. And we've got another game to play in a few days time against Swansea I think, so those guys might not even be able to be fully fit for that game. We'll have to just wait and see, but certainly I think worth taking them off, resting them. We've got ourselves a goal advantage. I still want a second, but obviously want to get Neves some game time as well, so we've also got to think about that, and that's the reason why I've made that change. Hopefully we can still get ourselves a second goal here. Bernardo Silva, of course, still on the pitch, and nearly finding the other corner this time. Really, really good strike. I mean, this time more of a finesse, but a good save from the keeper. Neves with a great switch there to Raheem Sterling. Sterling now looking inside. Pereira's got a chance. Needs to hold it up. I don't think he quite has enough pace. Go on, Silva. Oh, got blocked at the final second. Sterling goes for it, but punched away. Probably unnecessarily by the keeper. Not going to complain. Helps us run down the clock a little bit. Oh, well played, Delph. Robs it off him. Now onto Neves. What's he going to be like going forward? Onto Sterling on the outside of the foot. Sterling now to shoot. Go on. Silva, how the hell have you managed that? You've put it further away from goal than nearer to it. Outside of the boot, nearly went out for a throwing. It curved away from goal. Without a chance we've had to get a second goal. Not managed to get one. So frustrating. And can't believe it. Just our luck really that didn't go in. How close to the goal was he there as well? 3 minutes left. Oh my days, it's getting too close. Still going to go for the counter-attack though. Very, very risky to do that, but we're going for it anyway. Couldn't clear it. Away this time. Away, 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 away. Saved. Surely the keeper's got to go up at some point. He has done. Oh my days, literally everyone's in the box other than one of our players. Oh, Tash, they got that. They've still got it as well. Saved again. How many corners? Just blow your whistle. Pereira again going to go forward. Oh no, this time sent to the edge of the box. Saved again by Donnarumma. Out to the opposite side now. Got to try and select someone else to send forward. I don't really want to keep doing it with Pereira. Oh, well headed away. Pereira now going to chase that one down. Don't know whether he's got enough pace, but he's still going to go for it. Sterling's in the area, but couldn't manage to get there. We've won the game anyway. Only 1-0. Not quite enough to give us more of a settled second leg. It's still going to be a very tough second leg for us. I was after 2 or 3 goals really, but we haven't got that. And we've still got ourselves a victory here. Obviously, going the fact that we've got ourselves an away leg still to go as well just means that if we score basically in the next leg, then we should go through, which obviously puts us in a great position. The main thing was to not concede in this leg. We've done that, of course, and that puts us in the better position going into the second leg, of course. But there's potentially being able to get ourselves an away goal as well. So look forward to the next leg. That'll be next episode. Don't even quite have enough time to play the Swansea game. Usually I'd sim it, but I think we'll just have to keep it to 3 games because I can't afford to drop any points in the league. So we need to try and win that game next episode when we play it. And Man United just lost to Atletico Madrid there in the Champions Cup. 2-1. That's 2 away goals for Atletico Madrid, of course. And yeah, not a good position for United, our rivals, but it's fantastic news for us. You can see currently the league table, 2 points in front of Liverpool. Fantastic news. Chelsea are currently 8 points in front still, so they're still winning games. Obviously got a game to play against them at some point, but that won't be enough. We need them to drop more points. But anyway, that is it for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 100 likes, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead, hit that subscribe as well down below. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.